Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's edition on RCTV of PAC Playoff Basketball. Tonight we have the Springford Rams taking on the Methacton Warriors here at Ram Nation Gymnasium. Coach, it's going to be a good one. What do you got for us on the Warriors?
Warriors are playing great basketball, 17-5 overall, 11 straight victories. They are the defending PAC champions, and they've beaten Springford twice. They beat them here in December and at Methacton in January. The challenge Methacton really has tonight is, can they beat a good quality opponent like Springford 3 times in a season? Tough to do sometimes.
I agree, Coach. And for the Rams, the Rams are hot right now.
Yeah, the Rams are also playing terrific basketball. They finished up the year with 6 wins in a row, finished up 15-7 overall, and they had a tremendous win last week against Perk Valley. Their best game of the year is they beat Perk Valley by 30 here at home, 4 guys in double figures. Noah Baker gets his 1,000th point. The challenges that the Rams have is Methacton brings a lot of problems to them. Springford has struggled with them in the past, obviously having lost twice this year. And then the other thing that they have to face is, how do they respond after that tremendous and emotional win, their best game of the year on senior night, really terrific performance. Can they keep that mo going here at home starting in the first round of the playoffs?
We'll keep you updated with action at the tip.
Hi, I'm Peter, and there's nothing I love more than sharing vegetables with my friends.
Come on in, help yourself to anything.
That's why we give our food the utmost respect it deserves. Did you know there are simple steps we can all take to help save food? You can cook it, store it, even share it. Just don't waste it. Because when it comes to food, better ate than never. To learn more, visit savethefood.com.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the much-anticipated Springford-Methacton matchup. For Springford, the starters, junior Tyler Shalingo, senior Ryan Hagan, junior Patrick Kowaleski, senior Noah Baker, and senior Robert Bobeck.
And for the Warriors, we're going with number 3, Eberly, number 10, David Duda, 20, Eric Timko, 25, Ben Christian, and the big fella in the middle, Jeff Woodward, number 55. Here we go, partner.
And to start the night off, Woodward lays one up and in, opens up the scoring.
Methacton doesn't waste any time going down low to the big 6'9" insider, Jeff Woodward.
Bobeck with the ball up top, flips it to Shalingo. And now Hagan in the corner. Baker has a look, doesn't take it. Kowaleski drives, and that pass is intercepted. Not a good way to start off the night for the Rams.
Now limiting turnovers is one of Coach Talley's keys. He has a lot of keys for this game because Methacton poses lots of problems. Nice rotation by Kowaleski.
Baker pulls up, and it's good. Springford with the full court press.
Leading scorers from both teams lead off the scoring. Springford throwing a little press their way, and Bobeck almost makes a great steal, but it'll stay Methacton basketball.
Springford bench getting already getting a little bit of a warning there. They're hype. They're ready to go.
Both student sections are out in force. Again, we're going to apologize off the bat if we're yelling and screaming or talking over each other once in a while, because it is loud and boisterous here. Playoff atmosphere.
Oh, for sure, Coach. Woodward with the ball. Timko drives. Hagen gets the ball, head out of bounds, but great defense.
You know, that's what we saw in that great win over Perk Valley in the last regular season game. Springford really turned up the team defense. That's an important piece for them tonight to limit the Warriors, especially they like to get out in transition. Can they make it a half-court game?
Christian for three, and he hits it. Let's see how the Rams respond. Hagen crossing half court. Shalingo trying to get a look. Kovaleski pull up off his mark. Eberly with the dime to Timko, who can't handle it. It'll go out. Springford ball.
Talking with Coach Durstein of Methacton, he felt their keys were perimeter defense, rebounding, and limiting turnovers. Right there, a little bit of an unforced turnovers by Methacton. And partner, again, just a warning, we have Springford in the unusual blue uniforms at home. They're the visitors because of seeding, and Methacton is the home team in the white.
Baker pulls up off his mark. Eberly crosses half court for the Warriors. Flips it out to Christian, who finds Duda for three.
Duda has a history of big games against Springford.
Last year in the PAC championship, he was almost automatic. Baker gets inside. Off the rim, gets his own rebound. Bobek ends up with the ball in the corner. Now Shalingo, double team off of Woodward. Springford ball.
They're the challenges of the 6'9" Jeff Woodward as he challenged Baker, and then Bobek had to dribble out. Springford could use some great perimeter shooting tonight like they had against Perk Valley last week.
Baker drives. Bobek. Jumper, no good. Hagen's jumper gets tipped, and the Rams can't get it to fall. Eberly, three. With that, Springford will call a timeout. Warriors lead 11-2.
30-second timeout.
Coach, this is not the way Springford wanted to come out of the gate.
Yeah, and it's funny you say that because they came out of the gate so strong against Perk Valley, and Methacton is amped up. You know, Coach Talley talked about some of his keys limit their transition points. They got to really handle Timko, Woodward, and Duda. They got to keep the turnovers down, and they want to keep switching defenses to make Methacton uncomfortable, but Methacton certainly playing terrific basketball here the first 3 minutes and change of quarter number one.
Baker will bring this one up for the Rams. As he crosses half court, flips it to Hagen. Shalingo, pull up, deep three, no good.
Set play, they got the shot they wanted, just didn't fall. Got to play solid D now.
Timko.
Wow. The fourth Methacton three, and from 4 different players. It shows what great balance and shooting they have.
Warriors lead 14-2. The Rams need an answer. Shalingo drives. Wow. Woodward with the block.
Double nickel, putting a big mid on that. Return to sender.
That's almost unfair. Scrocky checking into the game for the Rams. His pass almost intercepted.
Rams got to settle in a little bit.
Owen Kropp will check in for Christian. The Rams need to find their rhythm.
Going with another set play. Baker calls out the play given to him by the coaches.
And Baker, once again, not able to hit the jumper. Timko with the dime. And Duda can't hit from 3.
Finally a miss. Springford needs a basket. Start chipping away at this Warrior lead.
Skokie for 3, and it's good. That'll get the Springford crowd going, and hopefully the team too.
The young sophomore comes in and gives some instant offense.
Shilingo getting called for a push. He does not agree.
So weird looking at Springford being on the opposite bench. I look over to Springford and I realize I'm looking at the Methacton bench.
Woodward has his way to the basket as he just bodied Bobek. Baker.
Good call by the official. Woodward was not in position. Nice take by Baker.
First free throws of the night go to the Rams. Baker looking to make this a 3-point play. The Rams trail the Warriors 7-16.
The other thing that I like is that you get a foul on Woodward, and if they can get him in foul trouble, it would certainly be beneficial to the Rams to have him on the bench.
Woodward gets the rebound, and he'll head to the line. But yes, Coach, if the Rams can get Woodward in foul trouble, it would be much easier on them.
Woodward goes right to the O glass and puts it back in. You not only need one blue jersey blocking him out, sometimes you may need 2 with his great size, length, an opposing challenge for the Rams tonight.
Woodward knocks it down with ease. 19-8, the Warriors lead. Baker drives, flips it out to Skokie. Baker for 3, and it's good!
Baker with 8 big points. Him and Skokie have done all the scoring for the Rams. They need some stops.
Owen Krupp adds to the list of threes for Methacton.
Krupp is their 5th 3-ball scorer of tonight, and we're still not to the end of the first quarter.
That's amazing. Baker, pull up off the, backboard and in.
Wow.
Great look from Gerardo, and Krupp can't lay it up and in. Skokie, the youngest player, out. Shilingo, 3! Wow. He had a bunch of pressure in his face, and he's able to knock that one down.
That's what they need. Tyler Shilingo, Skokie from beyond.
Eberle, 3! This is just a shootout, Coach.
It's incredible. 6 threes.
46 seconds left to play in the first. Methacton leads 25-16. Baker, 3, little short.
Methacton with an incredible 25-point first quarter, and they may hold for one here, partner. Woodward puts up the #1 sign. I think that's the instructions from the bench.
Gerardo releases, finds Krupp. Duda with the pick. Pulls up, off the mark. Shilingo to end the quarter. A little long. That'll do it for the first. The Warriors lead 25-16. We'll be back with more first half action.
Hi, I'm Peter. And there's nothing I love more than sharing vegetables with my friends.
Come on in. Help yourself to anything.
That's why we give our food the utmost respect it deserves. Did you know there are simple steps we can all take to help save food? You can cook it, store it, even share it. Just don't waste it. Because when it comes to food, better ate than never. To learn more, visit savethefood.com.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
Welcome back at the start of the second quarter. The Rams down 16-25. Shalingo will inbound the ball to Hagen. And the Rams slowly came out of their shell, started hitting shots in the second half of the first quarter. Let's see if they can get off to a fast start here. Baker, step back, in and out.
Nice block out by Methacton as they keep the Rams off the O glass. Springford did wonders with the O glass against Perk Valley. They need to attack the O glass and get second shot opportunities because the Warriors are beyond hot.
Timko with the ball, drives, and he gets rejected as Hagen and Shalingo get their hands on that one. Kowaleski with the ball, has it poked away, able to recover, and he'll pull up from three, short. Methacton ball. Duda, three. And he gets it to bounce in. Lucky bounce.
Dave Duda with his 68th three of the season.
Hagen with the rebound, pulls up, can't get it to fall.
Rams looking for some answers. They need some stops first. Got to challenge the shooters, got to get those hands up and make it extremely difficult.
Duda, step back, no good. Baker finds Shalingo, and he gets, wow. I would have thought that was a foul. He got beat up under the basket there.
Yeah, they got ball first, but they got a lot of body late. But Springford gets a stop.
Woodward checks back in for the Warriors. Hagen to inbound. Finds Baker in the corner. Scrocky with the ball up top. Shalingo, contested three, no good.
Good call, partner. It was contested. I thought Baker did a nice job on the last possession, so you know both coaches are talking about contested threes here.
Coach, what's the call on that one?
Oh, there you go. Called basket interference, but the basket went in anyway, so it counts. Dead ball, and that gives a chance for Fitz to come in the game. Michael Fitzgerald in the game, giving Hagen a quick blow. They'd like to get Hagen going. Assistant coach Matt Kurtz talking to him a little bit.
Fitzgerald with the ball in the corner. Finds Baker. Just trying to find something. Hits Bobek under the rim, who has the ball swatted out of his hands. Rams basketball under the net. Rams trailing the Warriors 16-30 with 5:27 left to play in the second.
Now the thing the Rams have to do, partner, is they can't get all 14 points back in the next minute or two. It's going to take time. They just got to settle in, start playing better defense, better perimeter defense, a little more offensive rebounding, get some better, a little bit better looks at the offensive end.
Scrocky gets in the way of that one. Gerardo ahead to the line.
Timeout, full timeout for Springford.
We'll be right back after the short break.
Oh, look, a redhead.
Staring contest.
You still got it.
I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
I was physically at school, but my mind wasn't at school. I had problems at home. That's when I met Narnese. She started helping me a little bit, like, Nia, I don't know what you're doing, but your future is more important. She's my strength. It takes a village to help somebody get their diploma. It changes your whole life.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Gerardo will be taking foul shots as Scrocky stood in his way. Knocks down the first with ease.
Gerardo Sr. done a nice job as their sixth man this year, sometimes starting, sometimes coming off the bench.
And he knocks down the second. 32-16, the Warriors lead. 5:16 left to play in the half. Hagen to Bobeck.
Oh,
Whose pass is intercepted. Baker able to get it. Not able to lay it up and in though, and Woodward gets the offensive, or the defensive rebound, excuse me. Woodward pulls up,
oh
knocks
my.
it down. He's doing everything tonight.
Woodward with 9 leads. The Warriors and the torrid shooting continues.
Fitzgerald from the corner, 3!
There you go. Way to go, Michael. Good stroke. Keep shooting, brother.
Woodward with the ball. Lays it off to Timko. 3. Wow. Oh my goodness. Baker drives. No good.
That basket at this left side of ours looks like a bathtub to the Warriors.
Last year during the PAC championship, one Methacton fan made the comment, David Duda's a walking bucket. I would say the whole Methacton team's a walking bucket right now.
Wow.
They can't miss. They're automatic. Baker calls out a play, flips it to Scrocky. Little give and go action.
Unofficially, partner, I have him with 8 threes.
And we're not even through the first half.
3 minutes and change to go.
Christian for 3, no good. Bobeck with the rebound. Fitzgerald crosses half court. Almost has the ball poked away. He finds Bobeck. Baker to Fitzgerald. Off the mark.
Good
Everly.
shot. They need stops, though, at this point. Really important. They need a lot of one-and-dones. They're not going to score. Springford's not going to score every possession, but they certainly have to get the D going a little bit.
Eberly in the corner. Timko, 3, no good. Baker crosses half court. Springford, I feel, needs to slow it down a little bit. Baker knocks down the jumper. But coach, looks like they're just getting a little flustered. You know, they're trying to go too fast. They see the number on the scoreboard and they're thinking, wow, we've got to score a lot quickly. But like you said, slow it down, there's time.
Nice job going back to Baker. Always a good choice, choosing number 23 when you're struggling at the offensive end.
Hagen pokes the ball away from Eberly. Methacton ball under the basket. Warriors lead 37-21 with 2:20 left to play in the half.
You know, we failed to mention the injury to Trey Medeiros, and he's unavailable probably for the rest of the season.
Duda for 3.
And that shortens the bench, especially with the bigs. Bobek and Baker are probably not going to come out.
Fitzgerald fires right back. 40-24, the Warriors lead. 1:58 left to play.
Michael Fitzgerald, another big 3. Again, stops.
Woodward lays it up and in. He is so long, he doesn't even need to be in the paint to get a layup.
He has really developed his game and taken it to a new level each season. What a stat machine Woodward is for him, averaging 16 points and 12 rebounds and 3 assists a game. He averages a double-double.
Timko for 3. This has just been an impressive first half from the Warriors. They're on tonight, and you know, there's nothing you can really do when a team's on.
Timko's third 3, he now has 57 threes on the season. So you see what great problems Methacton presents with the 3-ball snipers, 4 or 5 different guys in the book with 3s, and then the big 6'9" guy cleaning up things in the middle.
Timko beats Fitzgerald off the pick and is able to have his way to the basket nicely. 47-24, 40 seconds left to play, the Warriors lead. Springford needs to do something. Step back. 3. Excuse me, 2-pointer. Noah Baker's foot was on the line, but points are points.
Good call, partner. Yes, his foot was on the line. The official pointed down for a 2. Methacton will probably hold for 1 as we are under 20 seconds.
Timko for 3, and he's good. 7 seconds left to play. Hagan flips it to Baker. Drives. Tries to lay it up and in high off the glass, and it's no good. That'll do it for the first half. Warriors 50, Rams 26. We're going to send it up to the studio for a first half analysis. We'll see you back here for the third quarter.
Hey everybody, welcome to Halftime Show here at RCTV up here in the studio along with Dave Pence. I'm Bill Culp, and Dave, it's raining threes, a real tough, a tough card here that Springford's drawn tonight.
Yeah, there's not much you can do. I mean, I've never seen a team shoot three-pointers like this in the first half. They come out just incredible in that first quarter, making 6 of 9 beyond the arc in that first quarter for Methacton, and that really puts the pressure on Springford. And they were overall, what did we say? They were 11 for 14 for the game beyond the three-point arc. So that's some incredible shooting. And just hopefully, they'll cool off here in the second half for Springford.
Yeah, you mentioned it, getting right off the bat, unlike, the other night we saw Springford come right out and give it to Perk Valley. It seems like Methacton's serving it up here tonight. And looking at that first quarter, again, even though Springford only had 1 turnover and Methacton had 1, PV shot 9 for 12 overall in that first quarter, while Springford only shot 6 for 15.
Yeah, I mean, which overall is not in Methacton. Methacton was hot. And it's incredible how they come out and shoot. And like you said, Springford was on the other end on Friday night against PV, and now PV, Methacton's dishing it out the same way. They can get back in this game. What they need to do is do it defensively. They're not going to be able to outscore them in a run and gun. They're too far down, trailing by 14 points here at the half. They got to shore up the defense. They need to be accountable of all the shooters behind the arc. But then you got the other problem that they have, the Woodward. They have the big man inside.
Yeah, they do. And like I said, that just starting off the game, they got right off the bat put themselves in a big hole. Baker hitting his first shot, tying it up at 2-2, and then Methacton just went on a tear, scoring their next. They hit their first 5 buckets, while Springford missed 7 in a row after Baker makes his first one. So really putting themselves in a hole here. And, and that's the kind of thing you want to get the crowd into it. We see, Coach Caldwell was up there and saying how loud it was. And you could hear that atmosphere. And then all of a sudden it got real quiet. So they need to get the crowd back into this.
Yeah, they do. They just need to attack. And like I said, I think it's going to start with their defense. They need to shore up the defense. Overshadow. Baker had 15 points for Springford. It was really their only offense. Fitzgerald came in, hit 2 threes. So he was a little bit of a spark off the bench. We'll see how tally goes in the second half. They got to go with the hot hand here because they're going to have to get back in this game. But I think it's going to start defensively. The other thing, Springford came out and pressed a little bit, but Methacton really handled that pressure with ease, and it didn't seem to be any problem. I think Springford needs to go back to it. They really need to push it on the defensive end and really make Methacton earn it. They have to contest every shot, and that wasn't the case in that first half.
Yeah, as you mentioned, and that's the thing I was just going to bring up, Methacton, they handled that press, and Springford's been really effective with that press. The last couple of games has been very successful. But we were talking before the game, and one of the things we noticed, even besides Woodward, they're tall. And one of the things they teach you, you know that when you teach the kids younger, you want to throw it over top. And for Springford, they're not as big, and it's harder to throw over those trees that Methacton's putting out there.
Yeah, their whole starting lineup, is over 6'1" or taller, with the exception of one. And you can see when we were out down on the court side before warmups, before Methacton was going to take the court, they did have a lot of size, and you and I talked about it. Wow, it's going to be a tall task. And again, Methacton beat Springford twice during the regular season. Now, Springford, can they come back? I think they can, but it's going to take that effort that we saw Friday night against PV, where they're really going to come out hot and score early. And again, defense is going to be key if they're going to climb back in it.
And I was going to say that is the key. Their offense, they have to be patient. They cannot just sit there and settle and start hoisting up those threes, Dave, because he has to start running his offense. Yeah, they can't obviously use all the clock. They got to score quickly, but they got to make sure they're getting good shots on the offensive end. It seemed like a little bit towards in the second quarter there, they started pressing as they were getting down. We saw Methacton starting to press them a little bit and pushing Springford in the corner there. You don't want to be in the corner.
No.
That's just another defensive player. So they have to get their offense going.
Yeah, I mean, they had open shots. I mean, they had some good looks. We saw they had some 15-foot jumpers they couldn't get to go. They just got to be patient, move the ball around, look for that open jumper. They got a big mountain to climb here, down 24. But hopefully, they'll get hot too. And I think conversely, I think Methacton needs to cool down as well. I mean, if they keep up this torrid pace, it's going to be a very lopsided second half.
Yeah, and you mentioned mountain, and I was just going to say too, looking at that, hey, Woodward, even though he's listed 6'9", we think he's maybe 6'7", 6'8". Springford has to go after him. They can't just pull up short on those little jumpers we were saying. Shalingo, he got swatted. That's okay, but the ball stayed in play. But try to maybe get Woodward in a little bit of foul trouble. Take him to the hold, use those pump fakes, but get him off balance a little bit in the lane. I think that's going to be important too, to try to go. You can't just, try to settle for those shots and pull up short on those. You got to go at the big guy.
Yeah, and we saw Baker took it to him, had a good drive against him, a couple good drives against him, and he couldn't get him to fall. I think they need to continue it. They need to push it. They need to push forward, be aggressive. And I'd like to see them, they're going to have to crash the boards a little bit too, take a little bit more risks. If they get some second chance opportunities, each team only had one offensive rebound in that first half. So Springford definitely needs some second chances if they're not going to be shooting well.
Yeah, I was going to say it's going to be hard for Springford if obviously, like you said, Methacton's not going to play like that. But in that first half, hard to get offensive rebounds when Methacton just wasn't missing at all. They just flat out were lights out. So, for Methacton, what do you think? And again, they got this lead. How important it is for them not to sit here, because it is, technically they're the home team, but this is Springford's home crowd. They can't come out and be complacent against this team.
No, I think they're gonna push it inside. I think they're gonna key on Woodward. They're gonna try to get it down low, and I think everything's gonna revolve around him, because he can distribute the rock, as Coach Caldwell said on the call from the booth. He averages several assists a game. So, and we saw a couple set plays where they get it to him. He has the option to drive, kick it back out. Or, I mean, as we saw, he settled for that 16-footer that he was able to nail too. So he seems like he's an all-around player. So I think their game's going to center around him. They're going to get it down low, and then he's going to look to kick it out, and there's going to be somebody open because Springford, you have to double them. So, again, you just try to do your best defensively, and Springford has to do a better job in this second half.
Yeah, and I think Bobeck, he's got to get more physical with him, even though, Woodward obviously has a size. Because as you said, Woodward seemed to make those nice little passes backdoor, those cutters. We saw a few times he actually missed the guys, but he started to trust his players. But I think if Bobeck gets in his face a little bit and gets a little physical, try to tire the big man out a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you have no choice but to battle and body him. I mean, you're giving up 4 or 5 inches to him and probably several pounds on top of it. Overall, Woodward wasn't the major factor in this game. He ended up with 11 points in the first half, but it was the 3-point shooting by Methacton that has this game one-sided right now.
All right, you talk about shooting. Dave, I agree with you. I don't think Methacton could shoot like that again. And we're going to see in that second half action as we turn it up to Dave Caldwell. It's a black tie affair. He looks good in that black tie. And Mr. Elsner up there for second half action. We'll see you post-game live here, back in the studio.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
Welcome back. We're here with third quarter action. Timko opened up scoring on the first possession for the Warriors, hitting a layup, and Bobeck off the glass fires right back.
Robert Bobeck gets on the board as Springford has to find a way, partner, to overcome one of the greatest first half shooting performances I've ever seen in high school basketball. Without question, the best shooting performance in a half in Pioneer Athletic Conference history.
Yes, Coach. Unofficially 10 threes from the Warriors, correct?
10 threes. We raved about Springford having 8 against PV here last week. What a shooting performance that. Methacton with 10 in the first half.
Two 25-point quarters. It's crazy.
Timko led the way with 4 threes. As Nick mentioned, he led off scoring for Methacton here with a 2.
Duda going off the glass. He lays 2 up. The Rams
Duda now with double figures. He has 11. Woodward with 11. Timko 16.
Woodward with the defensive rebound and lays it off to Eberly. He crosses half court for the Warriors. Drives and lays it up and in. Smart basketball from the Warriors. The Rams aren't giving them threes, so they're going to drive to the basket and take 2.
Have Springford totally spread out with their 3-ball prowess. Tough to defend.
Baker able to drive and lay up a layup. 2 points there. Christian mishandles. Now Woodward with the ball. Lays it off to Eberly. Foul on Shalingo. Timko hits the 3 even though it doesn't count. That just shows how on he is tonight.
Just an incredible shooting display. Let's see if the Rams can get untracked a little bit. Again, the key continues to be some stops.
Woodward drives, flips it to Duda. Long range 3, no good. Scrocky with the rebound. Takes it up the floor. Pulls up from the foul line. And Baker able to get the rebound and put it back in.
Baker doing great work on the O glass there, attacking the tin.
Kovaleski catches an accidental elbow from Timko. Springford student section not happy about that one. Christian open, as you said, Coach. Rams are being pulled apart. And able to lay one up and in. Kovaleski unable to hit the three on the other side.
And that's what makes Methacton so dangerous. You have, down 20-some points in a game like this, you have to start taking some chances. They take some chances, and they find Christian open underneath. They are all terrific passers. They have great vision, and as you can see, present numerous problems for any high school defense.
Drop with the ball. Flips it to Eberly. He finds Woodward down low. Krop wide open three. Can't make it. Hagan, pull-up jumper, coming off short. The Rams offense once again lacking rhythm.
Good shot, just came up a little short. They need to continue to shoot, but got a couple stops. Can they get a third one in a row here on the Warriors?
Woodward, spin, lays it up and in. 60-32, 4:09 left to play in the third.
I mean, Springford is a solid defensive team, and the Warriors just shredded them with shooting 2 25-point quarters back-to-back is just so impressive with Methacton's play.
Kovaleski throws it all the way back to Scrocky, who crosses half court. And now Baker calls out plays. The Rams need to get something going. Bobeck finds Kovaleski. He gets called for an offensive foul. And that's just unfortunate for the Rams. Gotta keep your head.
Challenges are great in playoff basketball, let alone trying to find a way to come back from a 28-point deficit on your home court.
Timko, blocked by Kovaleski, who gets called for a foul.
Little frustration foul by Kovaleski. Student section stays upbeat down here. Great to see the turnout.
Timko hits his first. Since it was a shooting foul, he'll get another.
Timko leading all scorers now with 17. I'm sorry, Baker has 18, so he tie him up here. He knocked down the second one.
Fitzgerald checks into the game for Kovaleski. Tally probably trying to get Kovaleski to settle down a little bit after the tense moments. Hagan with the ball, drives, lays it up and in.
Ryan Hagan in the books with a nice little floater.
Eberly for three, and it's good.
Number 11.
Baker, spin move to the basket, up and in. Rams trail 36-65 with 2:54 left to play in the third. Duda, three, no good. Foul called on Duda. Scrocky will inbound to Hagan. Coach, what are you seeing? What do the Rams need to do?
It's really tough right now. It's really tough because They've dug such a big deficit. Methacton has shot it so well. They just have to try and play possession by possession and slowly see if they can pick away at this lead and somehow get back.
Woodward, no problem getting to the basket as he was double teamed. And that just shows you his size. Baker to the basket. Banks it off the glass. Kept wanting to say Banker.
Baker now with 22 points.
Duda off his mark. Shalingo one-on-one with Timko. Tries to get a floater, can't get it to fall. Woodward with the defensive rebound, excuse me. And now Methacton has the ball. This is just a frustrating third quarter here for the Rams.
Yeah, Springford had a little 2-on-1 at the other end, and Timko made a nice block on Shalingo, and then Krupp comes down and has a chance for the old school three.
Benani and Santiago will check in for the Rams. Tally trying to switch it up, see if anyone can get something going. Krupp, no problem with the free throw. Fitzgerald, three. Short. Duda has the ball. Eberle, three, no good. Wow.
Wow.
Gerardo with the fancy putback. That's special.
Catching it in midair and just flipping it over his head, and even that goes in. I don't think he was even looking at the basket.
And then Gerardo adds another two with another layup off of Baker's steal. Baker, and one.
Noah Baker taking on the white shirts of Methacton almost single-handedly. We got to send out a congratulations to Noah for last week going over the 1,000-point mark. Springford's 8th 1,000-point scorer, and also being named the Pioneer Athletic Conference Athlete of the Week in the Pac-10 Sports website. So congratulations, Noah Baker.
Eberle, pull-up jumper. No good. Christian with the rebound, and he lays it up and back in. Another 26-point quarter for the Warriors. Santiago for three. Baker with the offensive rebound. Put back, it's good.
Baker keeps moving up that 1,000-point ladder. It's some district play, has a chance to maybe move all the way up to that top 5 spot.
5 seconds. Christian for three. No good. Benani can't get a shot off. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Warriors 76, Rams 43. The Rams need to come out firing in the fourth. We'll be back with more fourth quarter action.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Hey, let's check out this park. Oh, wow, that's really cool.
To find a great local park or forest near you, go to discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back for the fourth quarter. Dante Benani inbounds to Fitzgerald. The Rams have a lot of work to do if they want to get themselves back in this one.
Partner, if Methacton's first 2 quarters weren't good enough, they upped themselves with 26 in the third, so they go 25, 25, 26. Baker leads the way for the Rams with 27.
Woodward,
oh!
Slam, dunk. That gets the Methacton crowd riled up.
The big boy with the flush.
Baker drives. He'll get a break as he is fouled. Rams basketball under the net. Bell, Beard, and Franz will check in for the Rams.
Coach Talley giving the young guys some minutes here in quarter number 4.
Beard inbounds to Bell. He has the ball up top.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Durstein sub out his starters here in the next minute or 2.
Springford gets a break, and speaking of it, Coach, there goes Woodward. Beard to inbound.
I think he might do a classy thing and take all his players out one at a time, get a nice ovation from Warrior faithful who've come over here to Rofo to watch an incredible performance by the Warriors.
Santiago unable to hit the threes. He goes long for the second time. Christian with the ball for the Warriors. Flips it out to Timko, guarded by Bell. Beard reaches around the back, and he'll be called for a foul.
BJ Beard, we saw him at the end of the Perk Valley game come in off the bench and knock down a 3.
Timko and Duda will now check out of the game. Christian drives, able to lay it up and in. We'd like to take a moment to thank our crew here. We have cameras, Justin Calvarese and Gabby Hegedus, McKinley Lynn on graphics, up in the studio, Rothermel with the cameras down on the floor, Mr. Bartolotta and Miss Merja, and of course, our analysts, Bill and Dave, up in the studio. Thank you. This broadcast would not be possible without you guys.
Great work by the entire crew here. Always fun to do the game with you, partner, and we got a great crew surrounding us, and as you mentioned, Bill and Dave doing great work back in the studio, along with Andrew pushing all the right buttons.
Gerardo drives. Can't lay it up and in, and Santiago comes down with the rebound. Bell takes it up the floor. Benani looking for options, flips it out to Beard. And the Rams just trying to get any kind of ball movement they can, try and spread this Methacton team out.
You know, a lot of people would say, well, geez, this really doesn't matter, it's 37 points. But for these guys, they've worked hard all season. A chance for them to show the coaches some things that they can do, carry out some things offensively and defensively.
Methacton also working the ball around, trying to spread the Rams out.
Methacton being very patient. They're going to pass the ball around and continue to look for a great shot.
Smith putting up a deep 3, overshoots it, and Bell crosses midcourt for the Rams. As he picks up his dribble but finds Benani. Franz turn and shoot, short. And that's been the story of the night for the Rams. Could not get the baskets to fall. On the other hand, Methacton has been automatic.
Considering Methacton shot about 80% from the field,
Yeah.
Springford had to shoot about 85% to beat them tonight. And just really can't take away anything from Methacton. They have just played terrific. Springford just ran into a buzzsaw tonight.
Franz gets hit as he's going up for the layup. He'll head to the line for 2. And Coach, you know, this Methacton team is just special. You know, they're super fun to watch. They've got talent at all 5 positions, and all 5 guys are really good.
Well said, partner, and they're the defending champs. They have certainly come prepared tonight to defend their title, and bearing some miracle, they are going to move on and face Pope John Paul in the semifinals here Friday night at Springford Ram Nation Gymnasium. They are an impressive team. It'll be their 18th win of the season, and Methacton currently ranked number 6 in District 1, so their winning ways continue. They will get a first-round bye and have a second-round home game. They would love to get back to states after a really heart-wrenching loss to Perk Valley in the first round of districts. Eliminated them last year after winning the Pioneer Athletic Conference. So they have come back possessed and are showing some great basketball play here.
Bonani, deep 3, short. Franz with the offensive rebound. Santiago for 3, and he hits. 47-80, the
There you go,
Rams
Nate.
trail the Warriors. 3:08 left to play, and Methacton will continue possession drill. Bonani able to come up with a defensive rebound for the Rams. Franz picks up his dribble, he's stuck. Santiago comes to the rescue. Bell flips it off to Bonani. He drives, can't get it to fall, and Franz puts it back up, gets fouled, and he'll head to the line.
I know this has to be a disappointing night for the Rams and the coaching staff, but you know, you have to look at the positive this season. They're going to finish up the regular season 15-8. They are currently ranked number 12 in the district, so if the season ended this week at the rankings, the Rams would have a first-round home game. And the nice part is this year in the 6A classification that Springford and Methacton in, 10 schools advanced to state, so great opportunity for some more postseason play. The Rams can figure things out and retool and get ready for districts.
So, Coach, what's the PAC playoff picture looking like? Obviously, Methacton is through, and Perk Valley is through with their win earlier.
Perk Valley with their win earlier defeats Pottsgrove. Perk Valley now will face in the semifinals the number 1 seed and Liberty regular season champ Norristown, who won by way of a tiebreaker over Methacton. So Norristown PV Friday and Methacton PJP. The winners here on the finals on next Tuesday, February 12th. Again, all boys and girls playoff games in the Pioneer Athletic Conference this year at Springford. So come out and support all the local teams.
Brett Byrne able to hit a 3 for the Warriors as they lead 84-48 with 1:47 left to play.
Gives us all a chance to also wish well to the girls basketball team as they will open up semifinal play in the Pioneer Athletic Conference here on Saturday. And also a shout out to the wrestling team as they will face tomorrow night one of the top seeds in the state, Erie Cathedral Prep, up in Hershey in team state. So good luck to Coach Seislav and the wrestlers, and to Coach McDaniel and the girls basketball team as postseason play continues here on RCTV.
It'll be interesting, Coach. I don't know if will I see you during the girls' basketball games.
Yes, you will.
Perfect. You'll be able to catch more of me and Coach Caldwell for the girls' basketball team. Ronan Bell headed to the line there for a one-on-one. He's not able to make his first, so he won't get a second. And the Warriors with the ball. Just a silly mistake there. And Bell will inbound to Benani. Santiago, deep three, and it's good.
Nice job by Nate Santiago, his second three ball here, quarter number 4.
55 seconds left in this one. Methacton, possession drill. Byrne for 3, and he gets the good bounce. "37 seconds for the Rams. Bell trying to get Benani on a inside dish. Franz with the rebound, flips it out to Santiago. Gets his own rebound. Hazlitt with the defensive rebound, for the Warriors. And that should do it for this one. 8 seconds left in regulation. The Methacton Warriors are moving on. They will play PJP in the semifinal here at Springford Ram Nation Gymnasium. Congratulations to the Methacton Warriors in a great game. Thank you for tuning into RCTV, and we will see you next time. For Dave Caldwell, I'm Nick Elsner.
Hey everybody, welcome back up to the studio along with Dave Pence. I'm your host, Bill Culp here in RCTV. Second half, Dave, really things didn't change. Methacton came out pretty much hot again and just hammered Springford tonight. It wasn't their night.
No, it wasn't their night, and it was Methacton's night for sure. Springford just ran into a buzzsaw. There was nothing they could do. They just didn't have an answer for the hot shooting in Methacton. You know, they continued in that third quarter. They came out, scored 26. Springford scored 17. I mean, not a bad quarter by high school standards by any means, but they just had no answer for that offensive production in Methacton. They had 4 scores in double digits. Timko leading the way for them for 18. Woodward with 17. And they just didn't have an answer. They were hitting from all over the court tonight.
No, they didn't. And Springford basically, Baker carried the team tonight, scoring, basically about 75% of their points tonight. So they really didn't get help from their starters tonight, with Hagan scoring late in the third quarter, his first bucket. Shalingo only ended up with 3, and looking at Bobeck, only 2. So besides, it's 7 points from the starters. They really need a lot more from them at home tonight.
Yeah, Baker impressive tonight, as always. Very solid, leading all scores tonight with 28. But again, it was just Methacton's night. And at this point, you go back to the drawing board. Springford's going to play a district game. Coach Caldwell said you could hear him during the broadcast. They're right now they're 12th in the district. They're up right now for a home game. First game is home game in the districts, and hey. They go back to the drawing board, work hard, get some good practice time in, and you never know what could happen.
Yep, that's true. All right, so the Warriors handing it to the Springford Rams tonight, 87-51. Playoffs continue action next Tuesday as Methacton takes on PJP. Perk Valley against Norristown. Along with Dave Pence, I'm Bill Culp. RCTV thanks you for watching. Have a great night.